All right, everybody, welcome back in. We've been streaming like a madman today, and we're not even halfway done. We got Thursday Night Football, Week 15 of the RXFL kicking off, and it's the fourth-ranked London Monarchs. They've clinched a playoff spot, but they're looking for even more. The Monarchs are trying to keep pace. You guys are going to get to see the LA Kiss and the Sacramento Redwoods coming up later on in the RXFL. But they're going to battle here. So this is a must-win for the London Monarchs, who have clinched. They want that number one seed. They want to keep going and going. On the other side, you're looking at they are in the National. The San Antonio Marshals probably would be better off looking at them, and as far as their division goes, they are in the East, yes, and they are 9-4. So they, I would say, are basically out of it, because their best bet is going to be the win of their division. But the two teams ahead of them already got 8 wins, so they're going to finish with 8. The best they can do is hope they can finish with 8 losses. And then as a wild card, I mean, you already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams. So for the Marshals, it ain't happening. It's no postseason for them. But for the London Monarchs, it's a lot that's still riding on the line here, as far as, are they going to get the number one seed? Can they possibly pass up the number one team, get that home field advantage here in London? And not only that, just continue their winning ways, because it's not a given as well that they've clinched that bye week, especially with the LA Kiss and the Sacramento Redwoods right there on their tail. So a lot can happen. Thursday Night Football, we're kicking it off, and then right after this, guys, exclusively here on Twitch, and then of course we'll upload it on YouTube, we are going to do the Chicago Wolverines and the St. Louis Rhinos, and we are going to stream. It's computer versus computer, because I got some other things to do, because we've already been going for like, an hour and a half. I'm going to be doing some other bits. I think the USFL game's finally going to kick back off. But we're gonna stream that one. But it's going to be the in-game commentary, computer versus computer. So you guys will still be able to enjoy that. And with that, we'll be about halfway through Week 15. And we'll be inching even closer to the RXFL postseason. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you're watching live with us on Twitch, twitch.tv/TBSports27, we ask you guys to hit that follow button. We only got about 20% of the followers on Twitch. It's raining again. What's with all the rain lately? We got more rain. We only got about 20% of the followers on Twitch that we do on subscribers on YouTube. So let's get that follow count up. If you want to watch live with us, live, if you want to comment with us, join us in the chat. The one place you can do that is twitch.tv/TBSports27. So give us a follow over there. If you are watching on YouTube, we're grateful for your support. The performance, the viewership, and the performance of the RXFL videos the last number of weeks have been doing really awesome. So we are super grateful that, and we're really appreciative of that. So if you're watching, if you're not a subscriber, because most of our views come from non-subscribers, probably about 90% of the people that watch our content are not subscribers on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button if you're watching this video on YouTube, if you like what you see. And this is the best time to subscribe, because we're getting close to the inaugural RXFL postseason. Who is going to win it all? Is it going to be the Lumberjacks? Is it going to be the Monarchs? Is it going to be the LA Kiss? Is it going to be the Armadillos? Is the Chicago Wolverines going to get it together? You guys can only find out if you subscribe and follow on YouTube. And finally, we want to give a big thank you to our Patreons. Patreon.com/TVSports27. That is where you can help support the channel and help keep the channel alive. It's your guys' support on Patreon, on YouTube, on Twitch that helps keep this channel alive. I want to know what you guys want to see. I want to be able to deliver. I want to get the best viewership possible. And, Pat Tillman coming off the field with an injury on that kickoff. The best way that you guys can let your voice be known is over on patreon.com/TBSports27. As what's happening right now? Madden's glitching out. We put request threads up every month, and if you're an Ultra fan, you can request what you want to see on the channel. So if you guys want to help me out, want to know what you guys want to see on the channel, the best way you can do that and the best way you can support the channel is at patreon.com/TVSports27. We got a number of Patreons. We got a decent group on our historian level, but for our mega fans and our ultra fans, you guys get the shout out. So mega fans, Mr. Maple, Justin Russell, Jonathan Harrigan, and ultra fan K Duckman. Thank you guys so much for being Patreon supporters at the highest level, and the rest of you that are Patreon supporters at the super fan or the historian level, thank you so much as well. Your contributions are absolutely recognized, and we speak to a lot of you guys. You guys have my direct message on dislocated elbow for Pat Tillman too. That hurts. You guys have my direct message on Patreon, so you guys can interact. You can talk with me one-on-one. We respond to all of our Patreons, so do check us out over there. And tomorrow's Patreon Sunday, so we're looking to do a double dose of WWE Dark tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that over on our Patreon channel. So again, we thank you for your support, and we really appreciate every little bit that you guys are able to help out with the channel. And we're still running our final plug here. We are still running. Look at that punt. That is a thing of beauty right there. Coleman. Greg Coleman. Can't do much better than that. We're still running our Patreon promotion. We are streaming this in June. This will probably be uploaded in July. So maybe we'll go through the month of August. We said we were going to cut it off in August. The new AEW game, AEW Fight Forever, coming out in just a couple of weeks here in June. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's already long out. I've often asked, I asked you guys, do you want to see AEW Fight Forever? That is nearly a safety. I think Bettis just got the ball out of the back of the end zone there. Do you guys want to see AEW Fight Forever on the channel? Whether we just play it, whether we do the story mode, whether we do a WWE Universe type mode, but with AEW. I don't know if there's a season mode in Fight Forever, but we can obviously kind of make our own AEW show, an exhibition, if there's not a show. If you guys want to see that on the channel, if you guys want to see AEW Fight Forever, eventually we are going to play it. Once the cost goes down, you know, we will be going out and getting that game. But when that'll happen, a year from now, 2 years from now, 6 months from now, I don't know. If you guys want to see me play AEW Fight Forever on the channel within this first year, within 2023, we are looking for 10 brand new Patreon subscribers. If we get 10 new subscribers in the month of August, then we will unlock it. It is an unlockable event. 10 subscribers at any level. We got the $1 level. We got the $5 level. We got all the different levels. At any level, 10 brand new Patreons in the month of July, in the month of August. We will buy AEW Fight Forever and we will play it on the channel. We will unlock AEW Fight Forever and play it with you guys. So help us unlock it. Help bring AEW Fight Forever to the channel at patreon.com/tvsports27. Just need 10 Patreons. You can get in there for as little as $1. If you want the bonus content, it's as little as $5. $5. Cup of coffee, $5. And we have a Ko-Fi link. Look at that. John Elway, Dante Lavelli, touchdown. We have a Ko-Fi link as well if you want to get a shout out while we're live streaming. Check us out. Hit that donation page. Check out our Ko-Fi link and show a little love and support that way as well. But 10 new Patreons and we will unlock AEW Fight Forever here on TB Sports 27. Well, quick scoring drive, and that's about what you want to see. A 5-play, 100-yard drive for the hometown London Monarchs, who is not the London team that people predicted to be the team. People said the London Bulldogs was going to be your inaugural championship team. All the odds bettors in Vegas had the Bulldogs up there. Instead, it was the London Monarchs in week 1 that took the Bulldogs to a tie game, kind of shocked the world. And, well, here we are deep into week number 15, and you're seeing the score right now. It's 7-0, and you're seeing the records between the Bulldogs and the Monarchs. So it is London who is fighting for a number 1 seed, a first-round bye, while the London Bulldogs are going to be competing on Monday night against the Pittsburgh Sting, just hoping to keep their playoff hopes alive. So, yeah, And the San Antonio Marshals, as we kind of went over it, they're basically out of it. They're going to try to play spoiler right here, and they're going to look towards next season and what they can improve on with their team, of course. San Antonio, they, if we count this league as kind of a continuation, and boy, this might just be kind of a blowout of epic proportions here on Thursday night. You might be seeing a really good team and a not so good team just going to town. But that'll allow us some time to kind of chill and hang out with you guys here. That was Kevin Byard, by the way, who picked off Bart Starr. And since we are kind of at the end of the season, we could see some different QBs. We've seen Steve McNair come in relief this season for Bart Starr when he hasn't performed too well. So we could see a Steve McNair sighting in this one. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. San Antonio, as we were saying, they were previously known as the San Antonio Dragons. And I might just end up renaming them the San Antonio Dragons, even though they got this kind of martial motif. I don't know. Maybe we can say that's like some kind of Game of Thrones logo or something. I don't know. But San Antonio Dragons, they've been a team since my original SFL days. They won the inaugural championship. They won the championship in Season 3. And they went to the championship game 2 more times in the SFL era, coming up short to the Phoenix Vipers and to the... who did they lose to? The Vipers and... was it the Miami Bling? Golly, I'm trying to think now. It may have been. I have to look. If you guys are curious, I'm not doing this as a plug. I really honestly don't remember. But all the results of those early SFL championship seasons, they are on Patreon, patreon.com/TBSports27 at the historian level. So you guys could check that out and get back to me on that one. But I think it might have been the I know for a fact it was the Phoenix Vipers, but I can't remember the second team, but it might have been the Miami Bling, but I'll have to look it up myself. And then in the RFL, they came back as an RFL team, as kind of like I said, a tribute to that original team, that original championship team, and they went to the first RFL championship, losing to the Salt Lake City Fury, and then they would end up going back to the championship. This was with Roger Staubach going up against the Huntington Beach Killer Whales and coming up short again. So they started off as the dominant team. They went 2-0, and they've gone 0-4 in their last championship appearance, but 6 championship appearances for this San Antonio franchise, which now coming into this new league, the RXFL. For the first time, they were always the purple and white, now wearing silver, black, and there's a beautiful pass from Bart Starr out there to Bob Hayes. And Donald Hayes, rather. How did I get Bob Hayes? Maybe Bob Baumhauer. But yeah, this is kind of a rebranding because there is no purple for the San Antonio squad here. So I kind of had to take purple away. Obviously, purple and white has kind of been a feature of them for day one. But silver was as well, because we were using the Dragons motif, if you guys know, from NFL 2K5, which is where the SFL started. So that's how long we've been doing this, since 2K5. And it was kind of like a purple, pink, and silver, if you guys recall that. And then when we moved to the NCAA games, that's when we kind of went to the old purple and white look. And we've had that ever since. But now purple, or I should say black, silver, and yellow. Other San Antonio, you have the Dreadnoughts, who are blue, silver, and yellow. But we had a lot of blue and yellow already. And then the Rustlers, or the Stallions, or the something, which is like orange and silver. So we want the black and silver and gold here for the Marshals. Obviously, I would have liked to have kept the purple and white, the historic purple and white, but it was not to be, because they don't give you that option in Madden. It doesn't sound like in this new Madden, which is quote-unquote make it or break it, is an option either. So, yeah. So anyway, San Antonio Marshals, I might just call them the Dragons. Maybe we just say, hey, this was a bad season, we want to get back to Dragon football. We'll still keep the black and the silver, we'll call them the Dragons. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. But it has not looked good so far for the Dragons. And as we continue on here, it could be more and more of a possibility that we see Steve McNair come into the mix, so be on the lookout for that. John Elway to Tim Brown. I mean, the coverage just was broken off right there by Gary Green, and Tim Brown finds his way into the end zone. He got the earlier touchdown, didn't he, as well? We said Steve McNair, you guys might get to see some Mark Burnell in this game. If this keeps up, this is a dominant performance here. And we play whatever they schedule for us, the Sunday night, the Thursday night, the Monday night game. Then we pick 2 of the Sunday afternoon games. So this was a scheduled game. And it's just kind of good. You're getting to see a playoff contender right here and possibly a top seed in the London Monarchs kind of just dominate. This one taken from the 7. Has the USFL game kicked back off? We've been keeping an eye on that for quite a while. They were saying 6:30, which it is past 6:30. They are playing. Boy, it looks cloudy as can be in the sky. So right after this, I guess we'll stream with you guys the next game. As we said, it's gonna be computer versus computer, in-game commentary. The Chicago Wolverines and the St. Louis Rhinos in a pretty important battle. And then it is, I think I'll take control of the next game. Then we'll probably do the same for our Patreon game. We usually do that. Or we'll play it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Maybe we'll do both, or maybe we'll stream computer versus computer both Sunday games and play the Sunday night and the Monday night game. What do you guys think? With Bart Starr just... Oh, boy. That may be the end of Bart Starr, I hate to say. Donnie Abraham with the INT. It's pure domination, and we're going to go ahead and make the call with the season out of reach. It's already been 2 interceptions, and it's been a not so good. You also got Tommy Kramer as well. Steve McNair is going to get the ball for the rest of the game here. Of course, Melvin Gordon still in the mix as well. So Steve McNair is going to come in. Like we said, we might even see a Mark Burnell sighting on the Monarch side if this thing keeps up here. Apparently the rest of this game is going to be on, I don't know if my YouTube TV will record it. It'll be on CNBC and Peacock, but I'll tune in for the latter half of it. Tim Brown and John Elway, they've just been the nightmare factory so far in this one. Yeah, 3 catches, 153 yards. In London, can do no wrong. There's Timmy Brown again. We've seen some blowouts now in the RXFL. We've seen some pretty rough games. This one, it's head that way, folks. But we're going to make it fun. Stay tuned with us. It's still fun, blowout or not. And you guys make it. What do you want to talk about? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys want to talk about? Tim Brown is catching everything. We'll chat with you. We'll talk Zelda. We'll talk football. We'll talk cats. What do you want to talk about? Pokemon? You can listen to the in-game commentary, which you guys are going to get to do that when we do our Chicago and St. Louis game. Wow, Tim Brown has been the guy. 5 receiving touchdowns this season for Tim Brown. I think he's got 3 of them in this game.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter.
They say 2 touchdowns. Who got the first one? It was Lavelli, wasn't it? Either way, though, Tim Brown. 21-0 London. Maybe let's listen to. I've been talking for almost 2 hours now. It's a blowout. Let's listen to the in-game commentary a little bit. We'll pop in. We'll be here. I want to hear what they say about this one. But we're going to see Steve McNair try to do anything. And this is a long trip for this Marshals team to get their butts handed to them on Amazon Prime here on Thursday night.
as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time. We give you a look at what's going on there. And here comes throw number one for the backup.
There we go. Des Bryant.
And brought down, but not before reaching the
We've seen Steve McNair pull off some near epic comebacks previously. Does he have another one in him? He's got a lot more time to work with here.
Now Gordon on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it's intercepted.
Roger Worley picks it off.
And a big turnover there as his guys
3 interceptions for this Monarch defense so far.
continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an
This is rough.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
I mean, it was a 50-50 shot.
You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played.
Look at this, Tim Brown. This is today. This is in the first quarter.
The weather has not slowed this offense down one
In the
bit.
rain.
Good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back
What's
to
happening right
the
now?
head coach, and we asked him,
This is London Monarch football. All the hype about the Portland Lumberjacks is the Monarchs going to be your inaugural championship team.
The wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a
That was me
second
hitting the
down.
wrong darn button.
Knocked away and incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite
Well, defensive stop there for the Marshals.
When you're up 3 touchdowns,
I think they just got to settle down a little bit on offense. They put a nice drive together. They're back in this thing.
got a nice lead. You should be able to protect.
And for a season that's gone, you know, less than ideal, how obviously less than how they want it to be.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out.
This would, you know, give a little bit of confidence going into next season. You could pull off a win against a top-seeded team like the London Monarchs.
He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take.
I miss Baumhauer's. That was a restaurant quite frequent in Alabama, and they don't really have them in my area in Florida, and that was a good place. Gooey fries, gooey burger, fantastic.
11 yards there, first down. On 1st and 10, McNair. Bryant has it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they move this all the way
Wow.
down to the 9.
Wow, McNair just threaded that in there. Donald Hayes, wow.
My ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what.
Here you go. Here's the drive, guys. This can make it a ball game. That's the game you're getting next. Chicago, St. Louis. Chicago Wolverines, St. Louis Rhinos, 8-5 versus 9-4. Playoffs on the line.
He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now McNair.
Oh, just knocked away.
In the end zone, it's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. But now it's
3rd and goal. I mean, the Marshals can get 3. They obviously want to get a touchdown out of this thing.
They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now
Ditka?
looking end zone, but it's in.
Man.
Let's give this defense some credit now.
Marshals are going to go for it, folks. And for Mike Ditka, he spent all 5 seasons with the Ann Arbor Annihilators, 5 straight playoff performances. This has got to be a disappointing season for him, too. But he wants to get the W here. McNair's going to roll out, cut up the field. Touchdown, Steve McNair. And the Marshals, after throwing 3 interceptions. That was a big-time drive. That was a big-time moment. Again, you want to talk about the heart and the soul and the character of a team that's not going to the postseason, but they're laying it all out on the line here on Thursday night against the Marshals here. Or the Monarchs. Monarchs, Marshals, the Mumps, the Moops, the Seinfeld.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back on the field.
Captain John Elway.
The offense now at the line.
Many successful seasons. We've talked about it before in the RFL. He took the a team that had never gone to the postseason in the Oklahoma City Bandits, got him to the championship game in Season 4, was an overtime play away from bringing the Bandits a championship, and then he was picked up in the draft in Season 5 by the Rhinos. And now here he is in London and continuing his winning ways. But now with that touchdown from the Marshals, a little bit of pressure put on John Elway here. Brent Jones with the first down.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. From midfield, Elway. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Let's go.
They'll get 13 yards.
Not much out of Jerome Bettis so far in this one. Elway is doing it with his arm.
11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. Flushed out right.
Broke the pro football passing record in week 1 as well. That was when we had arcade mode on there. We changed it. We wanted to do something different because we always just played simulation. So we did arcade mode, but it was just like way too easy to do everything. So then we changed it to competitive, which again, we just wanted to play in a different mode than we normally play with. But I do like competitive. It does have a good feel for it. But those early RXFL games were definitely wide open with the arcade style.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Tiki Barber in the game now, and they're going to dump it off to Tiki on the screen. Tiki cuts upfield. Tiki Barber, touchdown, Monarchs. How about four first half touchdown passes from John Elway?
And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback.
There's Mark Burnell on the hold, who is itching. He's itching to get in here.
Whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is, and of course the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down
Still a 3-touchdown deficit here for San Antonio.
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to
Gerald Riggs, neither running game. And it's same thing like we had in the rain in Dublin on our Monday night game back in week 14. The rain really affecting, the running game, surprisingly. Oh my goodness. 4 interceptions. 2 for McNair. 2 for Bart Starr, all in the first half.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw.
This is crazy. Meanwhile, Elway having no issues in the rain.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't
That one's almost intercepted.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job.
Dante Lavelli, and now we're starting to get a case of the drops for the London Monarchs. They have been pretty dominant and successful through the air so far, but now getting a bad case of the drops.
You prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half? If you don't pick
Oh, Madden. Oh, that was a first down, and Madden screwed us over with the terrible running. That was, if I'm lying, I'm flying. And my feet have not left the ground. I held the joystick forward the entire time. And it threw a random juke in there like it did in the last game that we streamed with you guys.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards.
Will we get a Tommy Kramer appearance here for San Antonio? It's all on the table, I suppose. This is the drive, though. This is the drive because San Antonio is going to get the ball to begin the third quarter. So, and that is not going to be a good start. Simeon Rice and company. QB sack on a Steve McNair. It's not gone much better since they've gone to McNair. Pressure coming in from Von Miller. McNair brought down again by Simeon Rice. And now London takes a timeout. They want to get one more score. Madden says just give up. I guess we'll follow the Madden style. Or do you just heave it down the field knowing if it's an interception, it's kind of like a punt. So they are going to give it up here. They're going to hope the defense does something with it. It's been some fight here from the San Antonio Marshals, but for the most part, the London Monarchs, it has been pure domination, and this is what you want to see if you're a Monarchs fan with the playoffs right around the corner. You're playing your best football right now, without question.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait.
There we go. How about all the drops? And now finally a catch. Man, Elway might be looking for his own record here. He's got almost 400 yards passing in the first half, and obviously, unless the Marshals get going, I don't think the record's going to break because you're going to see Elway come out. There's a sack. Paul Peluzny. And the final timeout called here for the Monarchs. So Madden says go for a field goal with 14 seconds left. I think they're out of their god-dang mind.
I imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Now it's Elway.
Oh, my goodness. And Lavelli. Watch that hit him in the hands. I think it's just vertical strikes all the way. Look at the pressure coming now. Are they going to try to sack Elway and end this half? They are bringing the heat. Elway gets rid of it. Oh, do you have time for one more? No, it's fourth down. Take the field goal. Adam Vinatieri.
He'll try the field goal. And this one, a 41-yard attempt.
And he sneaks it in.
And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there
31-7. So that's going to wrap up part one. I don't know what I can say to entice you guys to come back for part two. Other than, you know, maybe Steve McNair's an epic comeback in his pocket. And you just want to see a playoff team dominate here going into the postseason as it's right around the corner. And maybe John Elway breaks the pro football passing record, a record he set in week 1. Those are your incentives to come back. It's Thursday night football, and it's domination right now, except for rushing yards. What's going to happen in the second half? Do come back, because you never know. You never know. We could have a Minnesota Vikings situation here. Big comeback. Air McNair, come back and see what's going to happen in the second half. We'll see you guys tomorrow.